problem is really designed to test our grasp of inverse trigonometric functions. The inverse cosine function, so if I have cosine minus 1 of a number, gives us an angle. So I know then that cosine of that angle is going to give us the number. I'm just switching my x's and y's. I'm switching my argument for the answer and the answer for the argument. So if I first look at my inside function here, I have cosine of the angle 4 pi over 5, and that is going to give me some kind of a number as an answer. And if I said I wanted the inverse cosine of some number x that was going to give me the angle 4 pi over 5, well, I would know that that x is that n. So I would know that cosine minus 1 of n is equal to 4 pi over 5. So if I just kind of follow my steps here, I know that cosine 4 pi over 5, I defined that and I said it's equal to n. So now I'm finding cosine minus 1 of n right there, and the answer is 4 pi over 5. In other words, the cosine of the angle 4 pi over 5 gives me a number. And then I turn around and I say, well, let's take that number and find out what cosine gives you that number. What angle gives you that number when you look at the cosine of it? Well, we've already found out. It's 4 pi over 5. So it's a little bit like our one step forward, one step back type of a problem. Let's look at it just a little bit more deeply though. Because you might look at this problem and say, oh, that's just like the last problem. And the answer is 9 pi over 8. But we have a problem. Because when we're finding the inverse sine function, all of our answers have to be between pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. And 9 pi over 8, well, that's pi over 8. That'd be 8 pi over 8. So this would be 9 pi over 8. And as you can see, that is out of our acceptable range. No problem, because I can see that this reference angle right here is a pi over 8 reference angle. I can see that my sine value is negative because it's on the bottom side of the x-axis. So the angle that is within our allowable range that gives me the exact same sign would be right there. It would be a negative pi over 8 angle. So the answer to this question is negative pi over 8. So when doing these kind of inverse problems, be really careful that when you look at your answer, that it falls within the acceptable range of that particular inverse trig function.